families. This is a video to walk you through how to register your camper for the summer 2022 camp season. You will go to our website and then navigate to camp programs and summer camps, and it will bring you to this page where it shows you all the different camps we have available, both virtual and in person for the summer sessions. You'll scroll to the bottom of the page on February 14th. You will see that this will update and it will say registration is open for in-person programs. For now, it says that we will open registration on February 14th, and we currently have our February 9th virtual event available for registration. So on February 14th or after, you can hit the Register Now button on this page on our website. It will take you to our CampBrain registration portal. You will see on that day that it will give you some information above the login screens about applying on the behalf of a camper or applying as yourself, and what you should do if you're new. If you're a returning camper or family and you want to apply for camp for 2022, we would ask that you use the sign in feature, as if you do a new user sign up, you will duplicate yourself in our system. If you are indeed a new camper or a new family who's never registered for either our online programming of Camp Connected or our previous seasons of in-person camp, then you will use the new user sign up. For today's video, it is somebody who has been to camp before, so we're gonna put them in. If you're a new family, it will take you directly to the household information and ask you to fill that out. If you do need to update any of that as a return camper or family, you can do that later in this video. Right now, we're going to start an application for the summer 2022 season by clicking on the Start Application button. Here, it'll prompt you to go back to our website and review any of the documents on our For Campers page that will walk you through all the things that you may be wondering about and give you the opportunity to view a virtual tour of our camp as well. If you've done that already, you can just hit continue to carry on. For this particular season, we're going to register Todd Camper in this video. Because Todd Camper has been entered before for either our Camp Connected programming or a previous camp season, he appears in the list and we can check the box next to his name. We would verify that the information here is correct and hit continue. Now, what you'll see in the sessions options is you're going to see everything that's available for summer programming at the top, and you'll see Camp Connected virtual program options at the bottom. If there are any available, they will appear at the bottom here. We're wanting to register for summer camp, in-person summer camp. It does sort it by your age and what's appropriate for you. So you will only see the camps that are eligible to your camper by their age. Now we'll hit Add to Waitlist button. What that does is it puts it in your cart over here. Once you have your camp in your cart, you can go ahead and click Continue. This will take you to the forms pages. What will first come up is your household form. If you would like, you can open this form, verify the information is all correct and your mailing address and contact information. Any emergency contact changes can be made in here or added in here. And you can tell us about a few other questions like who can and cannot pick your camper up at camp or visit your camper while they're at camp, and how did you hear about us? When you're finished, you can hit complete this form. Next up will be the medical form. For ease of this video, I have pre-populated all the answers for Todd Camper, and we're just going to walk through the pages so you understand how to complete it. Each form that we have here in CampBrain always has a Save Changes button where you can click it to save your changes, and Close Form will take you back to the home page. If you get interrupted or need to stop in the middle of a form, that's how you do that. Once you fill out all the information on a page, the next page button will become green and you can click it. We ask for height and weight. We ask for allergies and dietary restrictions. So for example, Todd is allergic to strawberries and it gives him hives. We've put that information in here. It doesn't require an EpiPen, so we didn't hit yes to that. If this was an anaphylactic allergy, you would hit yes to this and explain a little bit more further about what that requires for your camper. Does your camper have any other dietary restrictions or require a special diet? For example, keto diet, lactose-free, gluten-free, restricted carbs, a diabetic-friendly diet. And again, we put in here, cannot eat strawberries due to his allergies. And then we hit next page. The next page is about your medicines and vitamins. So we want to know about prescription and non-prescription medicines for all of the campers. Todd takes a multivitamin every day at breakfast with his food, and he takes venlafaxine every morning at breakfast with his food. So if there's any other medications that you need to add for yourself or a camper, you would hit add another medication, and it'll give you another box here where you can fill out all the pertinent details. These should include all prescription and non-prescription medications that you would be sending with your camper. We ask if your camper has a J-tube or a G-tube. If the answer is yes, more details asked about. Todd doesn't have one of those, so we hit no. And then any other regular medications that are taken with the assistance of food, we right here said give it to him at mealtime or with pudding. And then we hit the next page. The next page is a health history. It's a quick list of pertinent items for conditions or treatments that your camper or yourself might be experiencing or have experienced in the past. In this case, Todd does sleepwalk when he's overtired, so we put that in place. There's a question about whether you need your vitals checked at camp. If you hit yes, it'll talk about blood pressure concerns, blood glucose concerns, if you need your temperature taken frequently while you're at camp, or if there's any bowel care concerns. Those will be considered vital checks. Todd doesn't have those, so we hit no. If you or the camper are experiencing poor or challenging health, you would hit yes and explain a little bit about that. Todd doesn't have that. And if you will be bringing any medical devices to camp, if the answer was yes, things like that could be CPAPs, nebulizers, oxygen, or anything of that sort of item. Then we ask if there's anything else medically we should know about the camper, and if there's anything further you would like to discuss with the medical staff team. If it's yes, then it'll be a box where you can explain. Todd doesn't have anything further, so we're going to say no and move on. Then it will ask for your family doctor's name and contact information. Once that's filled in, you can hit next. At the end of the medical information pages, there is a medical statement of participation that we ask that everyone reads, verifies they have read the statement and consent to the above items. Then you can hit complete the form. It'll take you back to the home page where the medical form now shows as completed. We have camper information up next. This is a form where it asks about what you want your camper or yourself to experience when you're at Camp Easterseal, a little bit about your likes and dislikes, what we can do to help you trying something new or meeting new people so you feel comfortable. It asks about how active you are socially. It asks if you've been a part of any of a few different types of recreational or social activities. Todd's been in swimming lessons and music lessons. They weren't in the list, so we picked other and added those into the box that appeared. It also asked if you've been a client of Sask Abilities before in some of our other different programs that we offer. There's a question here that asks if you're a client of CLSC. This is for folks that are 18 and older, so because Todd is not, we hit no on this question. Then we ask what your camper's t-shirt size is, and at the bottom of this form, it asks that if changes in COVID restrictions caused our in-person programming to be paused, would you or the camper be interested in joining us virtually? Todd said yes, he would love to do virtual camp if he can't come in person, so we hit yes on that, and then we can complete this form. And you're back at the home page, and that form shows completed. So then you just move your way down to the next form, which is camper support needs. This form is going to ask a bunch of questions about how folks communicate, their hearing, their vision. It's going to ask about how they move around, if they need help with transitions, lifts, or repositioning, their toileting needs, their bathing and swimming requirements, how they get dressed and get ready for the day, eating requirements, and how we can help you while you're eating a meal. The next page talks about the different disability impacts that you may experience. Todd has autism, so we've checked that box. If there was some other undiagnosed or other diagnosed condition that wasn't in the list, you can click those boxes and a text box will appear for you to explain. In this spot here, we have our camper to staff ratio statement. We absolutely welcome folks that require one-to-one care to camp. It does not mean you're not welcome if you do require one-to-one care. We'd like to know which of the options you do need so we can best support you. while you join us at camp. Our camper Todd, he's good with the 1 staff to 4 campers ratio. So we've clicked that option and then we will hit next page. This page is for sensory support needs, and we're asking you a few things to look over and see which ones apply to you or the camper. You can check all that you agree to. We've checked all of Todd's off, and the only things he doesn't agree with are he's not really all that comfortable in new environments. He can be quite shy, and the loud settings and noisy places are a little hard for him. So we didn't click those 2 off. And then we would hit next page. This page is all about behavior. So we ask that you reflect upon and share information on the different questions on this page. There are 7 questions on this page. When you're all done your form and you've picked all the items you need to pick, the light will be green and you can hit complete this form. The last form we need to fill out is the photography and video release. Sask abilities might take photos and videos of the campers while they're at camp with us, and we seek consent to do so. And you would read the statement and either give your authorization for this to happen or not. And if not, no photos or videos of yourself or the camper would be taken while you're with us at camp. And then you would hit complete this form. Now that we are back on our forms page and everything shows is completed, you can scroll to the bottom and you'll notice that your continue button is now green. So you can click on that to continue on. Here, it will ask you to review your information, review that your camper is in the correct camp. You can review any of your forms. You can edit them by clicking this button. It'll take you back to the forms and you can edit whatever you need to edit. If you're happy with your information as you've entered it, you can hit submit the application. At this point, it'll thank you for doing so and tell you that you will receive an email shortly. You can go ahead and click return home. That will take you back to your home page where you will now see that summer 2022 and there's Todd in brackets. You can hit view details. That will take you to the summary page for your camper, and it will show you that all the forms for Todd have been submitted. There's printable forms here for yourself if you want to. If you are carrying on and adding another camper to come to camp this summer, you can hit this and it'll send you through all the forms for your next camper. That concludes our video today on how to register your camper for the 2022 Camp Easter Seal summer season. As always, if you need to ask any questions or get any help, you can give us a call at our office at 306-664-7203 and we'd be happy to help you.